Hi, today we're going to be making rice pudding, also known as kheer, a really famous Pakistani dessert. Now for this recipe, I'm using half a gallon of whole milk plus 1/2 cup of basmati rice. This recipe can be easily doubled, so the general ratio is 1 gallon of milk for every 1 cup of rice. Now, the key to making kheer is to make sure that you do not walk away. It's kind of like risotto. You can't just turn it on to boil and walk away. It needs constant care and supervision. 1, to make sure that the milk doesn't boil over, and 2, that the rice doesn't get stuck to the bottom. Now that the milk has boiled twice, you can turn the heat down to low. You're going to keep stirring. And now it's time to add the rice. Now you need to soak the rice for about 30 minutes, and you should be able to break the rice into really small pieces. You're going to reduce the heat to low now and just continue to stir this often to make sure that the rice doesn't get stuck at the bottom. Now you may notice after a little while a skin starts to form at the top, and that's completely okay. Just keep stirring it and it'll get incorporated back into the mixture. Now you'll notice that the color continues to get more of a parchment color rather than the bright white it was in the beginning, and that the rice is starting to get cooked more fully and the milk is starting to reduce. Just keep stirring. You're going to also notice that the rice is almost cooked. And so what you can do is just take a grain of rice out in the spoon and kind of press it between your fingers. And if it is soft and mushy, then that means that the rice is ready. We are so close. Now that the rice is cooked, we're going to use an immersion blender to smooth it out. Now don't go crazy here. The point is not to make this into a soup, it's just to make sure that all of the grains and rice are liquefied. Now it's time to add the sugar, and this is your personal preference. So I started with half a cup and I tasted it to see if it was sweet enough. And for this kheer, I needed to add a little bit more, so I added another half a cup. You want to cook that a little bit longer to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved. So just make sure you get any clumps out and cook it for a few more minutes. Now that the kheer is done, you can go ahead and eat it warm. That was my favorite way to eat it as a kid. But this is also a great make-ahead dish, so you can put it in a serving bowl and stick it in the fridge and let it cool. Top with chopped pistachios or slivered almonds, or none of the above if you have any peanut allergies. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you can receive future videos.